This video today is a brief reminder about our Viking pride, and ultimately, our Viking pride is not to be forgotten as you have a responsibility as a citizen in our school to do the things necessary to keep us in line. So, what does this all mean? Let's take a look. We'll see here what has happened over the last 2 years here at East Hall Middle School. And you can see that this orange line represents this year, the blue line represents last year. And you can see that when we started school last year in 2023, there were 41 behavior referrals. And this year, there were only 30. You can see September, still more in September than there were this year. October was not wonderful because it was slightly worse this year than last year. And you can kind of see this November of last school year was significantly more referrals than this year. And then in December, which is there's less days in the month and you're also getting ready to go home for a break, a lot of you start to relax a little, and it was good this year compared to last year. January was even better. Look how big of a difference there was between last school year versus this school year, and it was wonderful. However, look what February has done. We have had almost as much as last school year, and it has been quite frustrating for us, for your teachers, and I'm sure for you too. If you are one of those kids that just wishes other kids would behave, this could get frustrating. So that's what this video is really about. And it's really about getting to a place where you all are doing what we need to do in order to understand that behaviors have consequences, and it's important. These things here. Comments about race, racism, gender, whatever it is, things that could be leading to bullying, but they are of a racist nature. And here's what I would tell you. If you are listening to music that includes language, if you are talking to your friends and you're including language, don't do it here at school. It is not acceptable. It does not represent Viking pride. It's not integrity at all. And it's really not respectful. So let's stay away from racist comments at school and understand that they could be hurtful whether you intend it or not, and we need to stay away from it. The other thing that I would say to you that we're seeing some of our kids commenting on social media about different things, whether it's insults or putting other people in places and calling them names, is creating anger and feelings that people need to fight back, which can lead to the other thing that we've seen, some fights. And we take fights very seriously, and we really take planned fights seriously. If you have planned a fight because someone's insulted you online or said something about your mom or the way you dress, let's handle it, but let's not plan a fight. Okay? Ultimately, everybody loves a good like on social media, and you get likes when people see fights and all that nonsense. But at the end of the day, that turns into a sheriff's office charge. And if you are charged, you will go to the court. You may get a parole officer. You might get sent to the RYDC. It could be bad enough that you are sent directly to the Foundry, which is an alternative school. That has happened this year. Also, people who are sharing videos of fights, they're going to be treated with the same sort of consequence, maybe not charges, but there are significant things that we put in place consequence-wise in order to limit and deter citizen Vikings from engaging in fights. And lastly, I'm going to talk about touching. We have had some kids touching one another, and we're going to put some things in place so that we are going to limit the number of students who are able to go to the bathroom at the same time. And you'll be hearing more about that. However, just let me say this. The bathroom is a place for using the bathroom and leaving. If you are putting your hands on someone else in the bathroom, it could be considered a sexual offense. If it is considered a sexual offense, and either the district, the school wants to charge you if you've done this, or the victim's parents want to charge you, it will be a referral to law enforcement and maybe a tribunal, which is a hearing where you go with your parents and the school system decides if you can continue coming to East Hall Middle School or if you have to be expelled and go to the Foundry. Well, I've given you the information. I've shown you charts. I've encouraged you. And the last thing that I want to say is really, this is not about the adults in the building telling you what to do and always being unattached to your feelings. We understand that you come to school every day with feelings and that sometimes you're angry, sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad. Sometimes you just don't want to be here. We get it. We understand that. And we also know that we want you to grow in your decision making, your academics, your ability to have those times where things are hard and you make good choices. You are loved. You are here for a reason, and so are the adults in the building. We're here because we love what we do and we love you all. So please take this and put it in your brain and utilize it as best as you can. And remember to do good, be good, and get on. Mama.